Let's talk about the MTHFR gene and the MTHFR gene mutation. This is all very complicated, and I'm going to try to break it down into a very short, simple video. So keep that in mind while you're watching this. This is just a basic understanding of it. So basically, in very simple terms, I like to think of a gene as something that has one or multiple jobs to do in our body. And the MTHFR gene's job is to metabolize folate, meaning that it takes synthetic folate, also known as folic acid, or folate that we get from food, and it turns it into methylized folate, which is the form of folate that our body can use. This is important for several reasons. Folate is essential in preventing neural tube defects during pregnancy. It supports your immune system, it supports detoxification, it supports DNA repair, red blood cell production, and many other processes. So you can see how a deficiency could cause a lot of issues. Another reason why it's important to have methylized folate, or the form of folate that our body can use, is because methylized folate is really important in the conversion of homocysteine to methionine. And methionine plays a role in the synthesis of our neurotransmitters, things like dopamine and serotonin, so you can see why that would be important. But also, if homocysteine is not converted into methionine, then your homocysteine levels are going to be way too high, which causes a lot of inflammation in your body. Like with everything, this comes down to our body having the right balance of everything and doing its job properly. People who have a genetic mutation of this gene can only convert some folate into methylized folate, which is the version that our body can use. If you suspect that you have this gene mutation, the first thing I would do is to get tested for it, which is a simple blood test. Second thing I would do is to see a doctor about it and consider taking methylized folate, which is a form of folate that has already been methylized, so you're bypassing the step in which our body is converting it into methylized folate. I would also say to avoid synthetic folate, which is called folic acid. It's in a ton of fortified foods, and it's also in a ton of B vitamin supplements, because if your body's working properly, then it can convert that to methylized folate. But if your body isn't working properly, then you're just going to build up a lot of synthetic folate or folic acid, and that can cause other issues. I hope this helps, and while it's important to remember that you can't change your genes, you do exercise some control over how they are expressed through your diet, your environment, and your lifestyle.